There are four symptoms of Lewy body dementia that my mother had. Three of them were before we knew she had Lewy body dementia. Before my mom was diagnosed, before she ever lived with me, there were three different things that were going on over a span of time that, without knowing all of them together, we didn't know was Lewy body dementia. So the first would be long, long before she was ever diagnosed. My mom, probably in her 40s, had a lot of sleep disturbances. She had a lot of acting out in her sleep, thrashing about, yelling, screaming, like having bad dreams, but very verbal at night. And she had this long before she was ever diagnosed. The second thing that we noticed with my mom was when she started having episodes of syncope. We never saw it at first. She kept telling us that she would pass out, and finally we took her to the ER, and they said nothing was wrong with her, and then she passed out in front of them, and they said she was having episodes of orthostatic hypotension, so her blood pressure was dropping. The third thing that we noticed with my mom, and this was actually when she was still living 1,200 miles away from me before we knew she had dementia of any sort. We thought she had mental illness. When she was in her 50s, she started having some delusions and hallucinations and also paranoia. And also when she moved back home to my hometown, she was still having delusions, some occasional hallucinations, but most definitely the delusions and the paranoia. And then the fourth thing was, once we knew she had Lewy body dementia, and I wasn't aware that this was a symptom either, was she started having the Parkinsonisms. So the Parkinsonisms is basically like the motor skills like you would have with Parkinson's, where she became very stiff, hard for her to move. Her gait changed. She shuffled more. So anything that's related to the Parkinson's motor skills, my mother also started having issues with that. So if you have a loved one with Lewy body, drop a comment. Let me know what you first started noticing, and follow along for more daily dementia content.